Jungkook is your overprotective best friend, but you guys have played and done a lot of pretty naughty things. Now you're at his house because your cousin decided to push you in the lake and you're completely drowned. So Jungkook lent you his clothes and left you alone to change. A detailed video of Jungkook flirting with you is pinned in the comment section below. Please take a look. Wyan's point of view. Once I was finished changing, I let Jungkook come back into the room. As soon as he saw me, he burst into laughter. "Shut up!" I snapped in embarrassment. His clothes were ridiculously big on me. This could have been easily prevented if he had just let me borrow his mom's clothes. "You look so cute," he said, squeezing my cheeks. "I feel like you found the biggest clothes you could find just to piss me off." "Absolutely," he laughed. I just gave him a dirty look before pushing past him so I could get out. "Chubbs, where are you going?" "Obviously, to get a snack. It's like you don't even know me." "Are you sure you don't want to hang out a little longer in my room alone?" "Nope." I didn't trust myself to be alone upstairs with him for too long. It would just be asking for trouble. I made my way down to the kitchen and helped myself to their ice cream. Then I flopped down onto the sofa. "I see you don't waste any time," he chuckled as he took a seat on the sofa beside me. I know my priorities. I remembered I was supposed to be looking after Damien. "Your mom's making sure the boys aren't drowning, right?" "Yeah, don't worry. I saw her sitting outside on the lounger watching them." "Excellent. Now time to enjoy my sugary treat." However, I couldn't entirely relax as I felt Jungkook's eyes digging into my face. "What?" I snapped when I finally couldn't take it anymore. "Nothing. I just missed you, that's all. And I'm sorry for what I just said the other day. It was stupid." The butterflies in my stomach swarmed. "It's alright, I forgive you," I smiled. "And I'm also sorry for provoking you with Ben. It was wrong." Jungkook's eyes dropped down to my ice cream and he smirked. "Why don't you apologize by giving me some of your ice cream?" "No, he may be cute, but no one's that cute that I would be willing to share ice cream with them." I just laughed as his mouth dropped open in shock. Then, being the nasty person that I was, I decided to make a show out of eating my ice cream. "This is so good," I said overdramatically. I noticed his body stiffen and his eyes darken as he watched me eat it. "Wyan, don't do this to me again," he whispered. Just as I was about to put another spoon in my mouth, Jungkook grabbed it and put it into his mouth. "What the hell, Jungkook? How dare he steal my ice cream?" "It's your fault for teasing me. You are lucky that's all I did," he said warningly as his dark eyes looked my lips. The way he was looking at me distracted me for a brief few seconds, but then I remembered what he had just done. I rudely shot him off the sofa as a punishment for his crime. He winced as he hit the floor. I chuckled happily to myself and went back to eating my ice cream. That was a bit rude. Well, stealing someone's food without permission is also rude. I continued to eat my ice cream in peace. "You have a little ice cream on your cheek." "Where?" "Right here," he said, pointing to the corner of his mouth. I tried to wipe it off with my sleeve. "Still there," he laughed. I tried to swipe at it again. "Nope." "Whatever, I was too lazy to keep trying." "Don't worry, I'll get it right off for you," he smirked. Before I could even fathom what he was about to do, he pulled my face closer to his. Was he seriously going to kiss me again? He licked, pulled away and smiled. "All gone," he whispered. I just stared at him in complete shock as he just innocently glanced around the room in boredom as though he hadn't just licked the ice cream off my face. "What the hell, Jungkook? You can't just lick people's faces." "Well, I have kissed you, so what's the difference?" As soon as he said that, the whole mood of the room changed, and the look in his eyes proved that he knew he was ruffling up trouble. Great, now it was out in the open. "I'm surprised you brought it up." Well, there's no point ignoring the elephant in the room, is there? Why did you play with me? Panic was visible in his eyes. Why did you do it back? I immediately broke eye contact, scared that if he looked into my eyes, he would somehow be able to read my mind. I considered telling the truth, but I couldn't face direct rejection. To hear him say the word, "I don't like you," to my face would probably hurt more than a physical stab in the heart. Let's stop beating around the bush. It was a mistake. You don't like me that way, and I don't like you that way. We both just caught up in the moment. We're just friends. I looked him dead in the eye as I said it. For a fraction of a second, his eyes looked so broken, and the sadness in them sent a chill down my spine. And just like that, it was gone. His eyes now looked so emotionless. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. It was kind of ironic, really, that he had rejected me with my own words. And God, did it hurt? I forced a smile onto my face. So, we are good? Yes, of course we are good, chaps. Party at Jimin's house. I looked around the room to see if I could find a certain someone, but he was nowhere in sight. Jimin caught me. Relax, Ryan, Jungkook's upstairs, he chuckled. Yeah, so? I wasn't looking for him. I was just admiring the interior design of this room. You're not fooling me. I headed over to the kitchen. As soon as I entered, I immediately stopped in my tracks as I was met with the most breathtaking sight. Chocolate chip cookies. I needed them. Before I could even stop myself, a cookie was already in my mouth. I guess it can't hurt to have another one. As soon as I finished that one, I immediately reached for two more, and then after that two more, and so on until they were all gone. I looked down at the empty plate in mortification. Jimin then decided to enter the kitchen, causing me to freeze in place. He paused. He slowly looked down at the plate where the cookies used to sit, and then at me. He gulped. Please tell me you didn't eat the cookies, Ryan. I smiled at him innocently. Sorry, but I couldn't help myself. A horrified expression crossed over his face. I instantly felt regret for my action. Oh no, Jungkook's going to kill me, Lord. What's the big deal? They're just cookies. I'll help you make some more if you want. No, Ryan, they weren't just cookies. They were eatables. This is bad. This is very, very bad. So, you're telling me that I ate an entire plate of cookies? Ah, you idiot! Why didn't you leave them unattended? It wasn't me who made them. It was those idiots out there, he yelled as he gestured to the door. Besides, they probably didn't think anyone would be greedy enough to eat them all in one go. Okay, fine, maybe it was my fault. But there's nothing I can do about that now. What am I going to do? Nothing, I guess. Wow, Jimin, thanks a lot. I feel a lot better now. See, you have nothing to worry about. So just go back out there, mingle, have fun. But under no circumstances should you ever tell Jungkook what happened, he said as he stared at me with a deathly serious expression on his face. Yeah, of course, I'm not stupid. The last thing we need is another one of his little tantrums. I laughed. Did I ever tell you how much of an awesome person you are? He smiled. Nope, but you should. I laughed. I was going to be fine. I could handle this. I danced to the beat of the music. Woohoo! I yelled at the top of my lungs as I started to wiggle my back to the music. I had kicked the magazines off the coffee table so I could dance on it. I was having the best fun I have had in a long time. I felt free. We liked your last move. You know, the one where you rotated your hips? Can you do it one more time for us? But this time slower. Yeah, of course I will. Just as I was about to start dancing again, someone cleared their throat from behind me. Chaps, can I talk to you about something important? Jungkook? I opened my arms wide and threw myself into his arms. He caught me just in time and let out a surprised chuckle. Well, this is a greeting I could certainly get used to. He laughed as he slowly put me down. Don't get excited, Jungkook, she's drunk, Chloe, my friend, said flatly. No, that's not true at all. She's lying. How long has she been like this? I have no idea. I just came in here and she looked like she was about to dance on the table for your buddies. The two guys froze and a horrified look passed over their faces. One of the guys stuttered. Just get out before I do something I regret. They wasted no time and immediately scrambled out of the door as though their life depended on it. Oh, you're so mean. Mean? They are lucky that I didn't put them in a hospital. Jungkook looked so cute when he was moody that I couldn't help myself, and I threw my arms around his neck with a giggle, causing him to stumble back a little. You are just jealous because you missed my dance. I can do it again if you like. For a second, Jungkook went incredibly still and tightened his grip around my waist. Why the hell did you drink so much? Because I wanted to, I shrugged. Oh, and because of the cookies. Oh wait, oops. Jimin asked me not to tell you that, I giggled as I slapped a hand over my mouth. He furrowed his eyebrows for a few seconds before his eyes widened in realization. Oh no, you ate the eatables? OMG, is she high? Yes. Now excuse me for a second. I need to go find Jimin and kill him. You have got eyes like Yan Somerhalter. Jungkook looked a bit surprised by my declaration before a massive grin spread over his face. You meant the actor you're obsessed with? The one you find hot? He laughed as his eyes sparkled with amusement. I nodded my head eagerly. I think that's enough confessions for today. Let's get you to bed. Jungkook pulled me closer to him. No, you should stay and enjoy yourself, Chloe. I'll take her upstairs and look after her. I wanted to get some homework done anyway. And besides, I'm quite interested in hearing a few more of her confessions. He chuckled. Fair enough, I don't blame you. I'll come up to check on her in a bit. Let's get you upstairs, shall we? Jungkook said as he wrapped his arms around me and swept me off my feet. Ooh, this is fun. I like being carried. Especially by you, I winked. Jungkook tried not to laugh. I tilted my head and admired him as he walked. God, he was a beautiful man, with his cute little button nose and pink kissable lips. Why are you staring at me? Jungkook laughed. Because I like the way you look. It confused me immensely why he was asking such a stupid question. Really? Because just the other day your exact words were that I was distractingly ugly. No, more like distractingly hot. I giggled as I booped his nose with my finger. You know, you're not too bad like this, he smirked. When we got to the spare room, he walked me over to the bed and helped me slide underneath the covers. Just try and get some sleep, okay, Chubbs? He said as he tucked a stray strand of hair behind my ear. I'll be right at the desk if you need anything. He smiled as he finished tucking me in. As he started to walk away, I frowned as I realized I didn't want to sleep. No, I whined as I kicked the covers off in frustration. I don't want to sleep. I dashed to the door. Jungkook quickly chased after me. I didn't get too far because I felt his arm wrap around my waist as I fell against his chest. Wow, Jungkook, your chest is ridiculously hard. You should really stop talking, Ryan, he chuckled. What? It's true. Mine is way softer, see? I said as I grabbed his hand and put it over my front. I had barely put it there for a second before he ripped his hands away. Ryan, you shouldn't let people randomly touch your body, he mumbled as his face turned bright red. But it wasn't anyone, it was you. I smiled as I wrapped my arms around his neck. And you're always allowed to touch me, Jungkook, always, I whispered. I admired every feature of his handsome face, but there was one I had sight on in particular, his lips. Ryan, what are you doing? This, I giggled. I grabbed a fistful of his shirt and pulled his lips onto mine. Jungkook just stood before me paralyzed in shock. Then he kissed me back with longing and desperation. As soon as a sound left my lips, he ripped himself away from me as fast as lightning. Oh no, he stared back at me with wildly frightened eyes. Why did you stop? I whined as I pouted my lips. He swallowed. What the hell is wrong with me? What's wrong with playing with me? I wanted you to. No, Ryan, you don't know what you want, he explained softly. His eyes flashed with pain. I took advantage. I should have pushed you away sooner. So you don't want to play with me? I asked softly as I felt tears started to well up in my eyes. His eyes widened in panic. Hey, no, don't try, he said as he rushed towards me and wiped away a tear on my cheek. I do want to do things to you, Ryan, but just not tonight, okay? Maybe another day. Come on, let's get you to bed. Once he held me underneath the covers, he looked down at me. Now this time, actually stay, he said firmly. Yeah, Mr. Bossy Pants, I said as I reached out and gave his cheek a double pat. He just shook his head at me in amusement before he made his way back to the desk. For more videos, please subscribe this channel. Have a great day, dear ones. Bye.